Okay, playing Seven Ages, and end of turn 2, the yellow player has 6 glory, the blue has 3, and the green and purple have 1 each. What happened in turn 2, the blue player and the green player, they both started an empire, along with the purple player. The green player also had a maneuver action on one of their empires, and it was the, what empire did they have? The Etruscans. That was their empire. And then the yellow did a maneuver with the Shang Empire. So what happened was the green player was the first to act. They unfortunately had to create the Free State because that's all they had with their 9 cards. So they created that empire, and they created it here in that fertile area. The Etruscans were here. Rome didn't exist at the time. And so they put it there. Unfortunately, they couldn't wait to use it. Yeah, I know it's better if you can wait and use it when there's units you can take, but there were none, and that's all they could play. So anyway, so then the blue player, they had the Etruscan Empire, and they decided that they were going to create the Phoenician Empire. Well, the yellow player had Shooting Star, and they, by mistake, they probably shouldn't have, but they used the Shooting Star to cancel the Phoenician Empire. So that was canceled. So they never got, the blue never got their Phoenician Empire. Now, one of the things, though, in this early part of the game is if the Etruscans are in the game, then the Romans can join. They create an empire in stage 1 or era 1, right? Age 1. So that Shooting Star, the Romans are big. They're tough, and it's a great empire, and maybe they should have saved it in case Rome popped up. But they used it. So that was the end of the blue create empire, or start empire. So then it moved to the purple. Well, the purple had, of all things, the Romans. And since the Etruscans were out, the Romans could create an empire, and they did. So they created their empire, and they bought a shitload of units. They got their free movement, and they went ahead and decided there were 3 empires right next to one another, and they decided to just go ahead and attack the Etruscans. And they defeated them, and they lost a lot of units, but they defeated them. And they're vulnerable now, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do, but they did it. They got their elite marker for taking over that area, and the Etruscans are gone. So blue has no empires. They went from potentially having 2 to having none. So they sort of got the worst of it on that turn. So let's see, what else happened? Well, the yellow. So the blues maneuver on the Etruscans didn't happen. So that went away. So the Shangs used a maneuver action, and so they were able to explode their empire. They became biggest in the world, which is, for them, is one of their big things. Is biggest in the world, biggest in China, which obviously they are. So in the end, the green got 1 glory, the blue got no glory, the purple got only 1 glory for their homeland. Everything else they didn't get anything for because there is no monuments. You can't get anything for having 0. no one has any. The Shang, they got 3. So the yellow is leading the pack here. Purple, the Romans, they've got a lot of money to spend. Or not a lot of money, but they basically, it is because infantry only costs 1. So they're going to do a production, beef up their empire before they get attacked, because the Free State might just think they need to take them out. Anyway, that's turn 2, and now the blue player is player number 1 for turn 3, and we'll just go ahead and start turn 3. There's not many empires on the board for, I'm guessing, for starting turn 3. I don't know. This is kind of my initial playing of the game, but it looks pretty barren out there. There's nothing here. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I will start turn 3.